What's up guys, Saurav here. In this video, I will be reviewing yet another ROM. If you're new to this series, I'll leave a link here so that you can go and check the past videos which I've made on other ROMs. But before we begin, I have a question for each and every one of you watching this video. Let me know in the comments what are the exact parameters that you look for while purchasing a new phone. That said, today's video is about the ROM which is called Android Ice Cold Project. Well, Android Ice Cold Project in short is also called AICP. They have a tons of device support at the moment, so I'll leave the link in the description so that you can go and check it out. This ROM is specific to all those people who are playing games on their mobile phone because it's really good in terms of performance. And I think this would be one of the only ROMs that would give you the highest benchmark scores when it comes to performance. Second good thing about this ROM would be the customization option, which would be huge literally. So stick to this video till the end to make sure you see each and every aspect of the ROM comparison. And with that said, let's begin. Welcome to AICP on K20 Pro. Back in the day, the ROM used to be one of my favorite ROMs to play around with. It comes with a lot of features and the optimization and the performance is superb. So the first test is the bloatware test. And in this test, I usually talk about the unnecessary stuff which is present in the ROM. Now this ROM does not come with GApps either, so you have to flash it independently, and when you do so, couple of applications will double. Like for example, gallery, you will be having two different galleries, one Google Galleries and one pre-installed, or File Explorer and such applications, just like in the last ROM review of Sierra Droid that I showed. So for that, you have to basically disable one of each kind so as to not have too many applications on the app drawer. That I've already done. Now for the smoothness of animations, I usually open a couple of applications and try to switch between them and see if there is a noticeable delay or latency in between the switching. Not latency but more like a jitter. So I've opened a couple of applications in the background and I'll try to switch in between them. So usually I see some kind of hiccup between the applications, but here as usual it's literally smooth. And this ROM is known for its smoothness in transitions and the performance, which stands true till date. Like switching between the application is really easy and it's really fast. So for smoothness of animation, this ROM is good. For the next test, features and customization, I usually show all the features available in the ROM and the customization features available. And similar to Evolution X, this ROM also has a special option where you can go to find all the customization option, and that option is called AICP Extras. Under that you have a lot of categories, and inside each category you will find different options. Like for example, in auxiliary buttons you have the customization related to buttons, and similar to that, navigation, you have the navigation related customization options. In the status bar you can customize most of the things like quick pull down, tap to sleep and similar things. These options are generally very similar to Evolution X, so I'm not gonna go in deep. Now for the next test, which is the camera test, I have something to say. Now the default camera that comes with this ROM is a Google camera which only has two options, a normal camera mode and a video mode. But somehow whenever I'm clicking it open, it's crashing. And I've tried installing it again, the ROM, and it still persisted. Later on I tried to install ANX camera and even that was not opening. So at the moment I am not really able to access the camera from this application or through any other application. I've even tried to read the information, the crash log, and it says null pointer exceptions. So whoever is working and is looking at this video, probably you might have to fix this. Now for the battery performance test, I've taken the screenshot, and the moment I was taking the screenshot my battery was at 15%. The last charge time was 26 hours ago and the screen usage time was 6 hours and 50 minutes, so almost 7 hours of screen usage time you will get with this ROM. And I must say that when this screen usage time I was also playing some games, so battery performance is good. So for the next test, we have the gaming test, and for that I'm quickly gonna open the Call of Duty here. And I have huge expectations with this ROM because this ROM is literally the best ROM when it comes to performance as I have experienced in the past. I'm not sure about this build, but we will see. Quickly starting the deathmatch. So let's quickly check the settings under which we are playing at the moment. Under audio and graphics, you'll see the graphic quality is very high, frame rate is maximum, and most of the options are enabled, and this graphic style is set on dynamics. Now let's see how the game performance is. Okay, the game ended and we won, but the gaming experience, if you are a gamer, I think this ROM will give you the maximum play experience because the foam will not even get warm. And with not getting warm, I mean is that it's literally gonna be smooth experience throughout and you would not feel any jitter, and it's as smooth as anything else you can see. Now for the final test, which is the benchmark score test. I have taken this benchmark test already on K20 Pro on AICP, and this was the score. This score is literally one of the best scores so far I've received in all the ROM tests I've done. If you want to see the score of pixel experience, you can see on your screen now. And if you want to see the score of Evolution X on your screen, there you go. Now if you want to see the score of CR Droid, it's right in front of you. Looking at the scores, it will literally explain why the gaming experience was so smooth along with all the transitions. The only bad thing about the ROM is that it's not that stable to be used for daily purposes. Like for example, the camera is crashing. Similarly, my Amazon account is not even logging in. It's sticking to this white screen and I can't do anything. Similarly, a couple of applications are also keeping on crashing. I think if you're preferring to go for this ROM, you should wait and see if you can get a stable release and don't go for the daily builds. And I think with that, today's ROM review for AICP is pretty much done. The highest benchmark score so far is being given by AICP. I'm really curious to know if there's gonna be any other ROM that would be beating up this score, and let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you enjoyed watching this, by the way, a like to this video would be amazing, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to get the timely content updates in the future. And with that said, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.